guys, I want to give you a little update on a couple of things that we're thinking about, talking about. Just want to remind you, this Saturday will be our community prayer walk. I think last I heard we have over 300 people who have registered through about 12 different churches all over East Wake that will be praying on Saturday. And so we want Green Pines to do this. I think we have around 11 or 12 people registered so far. If you would go ahead and register, that way you can get a video instruction on how to do this, as well. It just gives me a way to follow up, know who is doing this, and I'd love to be able to follow up with each one of you to see how things go on that prayer walk. So please do that. We may put something in the comments here where you can register for that scattered prayer walk throughout this Saturday. It could be any time on that day. So also, we've been going through our scripture, reading through Psalms and Proverbs, and read Proverbs 16 this past week, and it's filled with gems that are really applicable to today. So the first set of Proverbs I want to share with you really have to do with trusting God and our plans in this time and season. So just get a few verses. Proverbs 16 verse 3 and 4 says, "Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. The Lord has made everything for his purpose, even the wicked for the day of trouble." What a powerful way to say all that we're going to plan, give it to God. And even when bad things happen, God's got a purpose in it. And then along the same ways, the heart of a man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. How many of our plans have been canceled or changed? But it lets us know it's our job to plan, but God will direct the steps. And just trust God, even when it doesn't go along with our plans. The next set of verses really just kind of speak to us about how we use our words. And I want to think especially in the social media age we live in, that too is using our words, even if it's written. And I think there's some powerful things to keep in mind. Proverbs 16:13 says, "Righteous lips are the delight of a king, and he loves him who speaks what is right." Make sure that what we are saying on social media is right. It is our job as believers to make sure that we tell the truth as best as we can. And so do the double check. If we don't know if it's right, don't say it. So that's just a helpful word. We'll keep on going. Verse 20, "Whoever gives thought to the word will discover good. Blessed is he who trusts the Lord. The wise of heart is called discerning. Sweetness of speech increases persuasiveness." This tells us to make sure that the things we post, the things that we say, give thought to it. Just don't be haphazard in what comes out. But also, is there a sweetness about what we say? We can be direct. We can tell the truth. But it doesn't mean it has to be mean. There can be a sweetness in what we say. Verse 23, "The heart of the wise makes his speech judicious and adds persuasiveness to his lips. Gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body." Are the things that we're saying to one another, is it tinged with graciousness? Even if it's someone, especially if it's someone you don't know, if it's some forum, make sure there's a graciousness about what we say. Verse 26, "A worker's appetite works for him. His mouth urges his on. A worthless man plots evil, and his speech is like a scorching fire. A dishonest man spreads strife, and a whisperer separates close friends." What's the effects of our words? Think about that as we post something or say something. What will be the effect on this person? Is it going to cause a fire? Is it going to cause strife? If it is, think twice about that. Well, we continue to worship outside as long as the weather will allow us and shade is there. We're continuing that, and I'd love for you guys to come out and make use of the indoor classrooms that are window front to those spaces, and hear from one of our senior saints and hear what he has to say about this past Sunday.
Come on out to Green Pine.
How are you?
It's a great experience, and you'll hear good preaching straight from the Bible.